TAV is probably the most powerful thing. It's absolutely game changing. Like these journals, we've sold out. We're going to order, well, we can only do batches of a couple of hundred. So when we have them available, I'll let you know. But if you miss out, you miss out, man. Afternoon, men. Hope we're well. Just want to dive in two quick things today. We're going to do our draw for the personal tabs with Al. I'm going to quickly explain this just to give some clarity for those of you, whether you enter the draw or not, and what it actually means. Rhythms and cycles in the world is something that we can really leverage for our own personal power. Personal power is how you're using your time and energy effectively. So when we're looking at the breakdown of what a tab is, so I'll draw this in a second. I've got our guys here, old school, written on pieces of paper and cut up or ripped up and folded in half. When we use tabs, we use them for the month and then we dial that back into the week. So think of every week, 4 weeks, thereabouts, as being a quarter. When we set up our monthly tab, what tab actually stands for is targets, actions, and versions. So for your monthly tab, for the month of March, I want you guys watching this, catching the replay, hashtag replay, those watching, dive in, replay or not, and share with me, what's the one outcome that you want inside of March from which to look back on the 31st of March. You can look back and go, this was a successful month, Al. I moved the needle forward inside of my life. I created positive change. What does that look like for you? I want you men to engage and share because you might be the one, not my words, you might be the one who inspires another father who watches this video but then reads the comments. So fellas, what's the number one outcome that you want for March? When we're setting up tabs, and I'll draw this in a minute, I'm going to be working personally with 3 of you moving into March, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to whichever 3 men these are, connecting with you one-to-one, yes, you and me directly, and working through these tabs. What are your targets? So in family, self and service, what's the outcome that you desire by the end of the month? What does that look like for you? Al, I want to be more connected with my wife. Al, I'd love to be more present with my children. Al, I'd love to just make sure that I'm really setting routines and boundaries around my work hours. I'm working too much. Al, you know what? I'd love to get back into training or fishing or golfing or just creating some space for myself. Well, we use the term creating space, but just having some time out for myself, going for walks. What does that look like for you in the circle of family, in the circle of self, in the circle of service, your place of work or business? What are your targets? 1 to 2. You don't need more. Less is more when it comes to this. You know, it's about being effective and efficient. You can't just blow yourself away by trying to do everything. Fuck that. What you say no to is more powerful than what you say yes to, gentlemen. That's why you won't see High Performance Mother. Don't worry about that. So, what are your targets for the month? Even though I could. What are your targets for the month in family, self and service? What actions need to be true? Okay, so you want to be more present with the children? Awesome. You want to dive into the feelings with an outcome? Show me something tangible. So when we're talking about TAV, the acronym, targets, actions, and versions. My target is, Al, I want to be more present in the household and more connected to my family. Fantastic. What do the actions look like? Like, what does that actually look like? Just be more present? What the fuck does that even mean? Like, make it tangible, man. Make it something that you can apply and look, something that would hold up in a court of law and they say, yes, that is true. They are facts. I want to be more present and more connected to my family. Fantastic. You're going to book some special time with your children. What does that look like for you? Whether you have 1, 2, 8 kids, at least twice a week, you are going to promote what special time means, where you're going to have time out 10 to 20 minutes and do, obviously within reason, time of day and that sort of stuff, and resources and resourcefulness, but resourcefulness doesn't matter, but resources and time of day, it's whatever they want to do. So when it's 8 o'clock at night and Stella's about to go to bed, we're going to have some special time. Awesome, I want to watch a movie. Well, we can't watch a movie, Stella, that's an hour and a half. What do you want to do? Anything you want to do in this household for the next 10 to 20 minutes. I want to be more connected with my family, I'm more present. Fantastic. Special time, twice a week with your kids. 10 minutes, man, doesn't have to be long. What's the other thing? So what are your actions that are going to lead to the targets being true? I'm going to create special time with the family. Awesome. I'm going to keep my phone in my car, turn it off or not turn it on or not touch or look at my phone until the kids go to bed. And between 8:30 and 9:30, I can do all my scrolling and all that bullshit then when the kids are asleep and eyes aren't watching me. Beautiful, that's another one. You're going to be more present. What's another one? I'm going to cook dinner and get the kids to help me. Doesn't matter if it looks like a dog's breakfast. We're going to do this together to connect and bond. Fantastic. They're your 3 actions. This is my target out. I want to be more connected and present with the kids. Beautiful. Special time, fuck the phone off and cook a meal with them. Done. Version. Who do you need to be from which you will apply those actions, commit to those actions, and the target will be true? What does that look like for you? It's not a big, hot, hard, heavy. It's, I'm a loving father who appreciates and loves, appreciates and cares for his children and wants to lead them. An amazing father who's present in the household and cherishing moments with his kids growing so quickly. Like, it can be any statement, man, that symbolizes and ties in the actions and the targets. Version. Who is it that you need to turn up as? And if you don't have any idea, that's okay. Visualize it. Okay, let's say you follow through, you hit those 3 actions, you achieve the target. Who would you become? What does that man look like? If you're not him now or you can't see what he looks like, what does he look like? That's a tab, gentlemen. We do that for the month and then, okay, this is my monthly target, action, and who I need to be for March. Awesome, let's peel that back. Week 1, what does that look like for you? What are the targets, actions that are going to get you slightly closer to that goal? Week 2, what did you do in week 1 that you can now leverage and piggyback off in week 2 that's going to get you closer to the target? Week 3, what can you piggyback off 1 and 2, going to get you closer to the target? Week 4. We build this rhythm, man, of monthly tabs and then weekly tabs. A tab is probably the most powerful thing. It's absolutely game changing. Like these journals, we've sold out. We're going to order, well, we can only do batches of a couple of hundred. So when we have them available, I'll let you know. But if you miss out, you miss out, man. But these journals and what we do, it's all in here. It's all in here. What's your most important thing? So family, self, and service. But then when we're setting up the week, we're setting up our weekly tab. We do it Sunday. Sunday charge up. Targets, actions. Who do you need to be? Key 3 things. Who are you? Loving, leader, tenacious with your work, whatever it may be. Gentlemen, I can't stress this enough. When you build this, it's not being regimented like a drill sergeant or army cadet. Structure equals freedom. Discipline, self-control, willpower, all that shit comes and goes. You are building your identity and your belief systems off the back of structure, non-negotiables. This is what I wrote, this is what I shared and told my children, and this is what I commit to. Otherwise, I'm a fucking liar, and I didn't give them special time. Awesome.